This is Sweet June 2010. Just getting out of the gym, doing my workout today. Getting ready to head up to the hospital to see my son's dad. He had knee surgery, so I'm getting ready to go up to the hospital and check him out, see how he's doing. Um, I've been getting quite some interesting comments from my videos talking about black men bashing black women. Been getting some interesting comments. Um, um, lot of the black men don't seem to have any remorse. One of them said, "Well, black women been black bashing black men for years, so you reap what you sow and all that." And I was like, "Well, that's childish. Tit for tat, really? That's childish." And first of all, that's ignorant to say all black women have been bashing black men. Only a certain amount of black women in the past probably have bashed black men. But you have to separate facts from opinions. Are they speaking facts or are they speaking opinions? Which one is it? Some things are just a fact. Just like there's a certain percentage of black women that have children out of wedlock. Well, what is the percentage of black men that have children out of wedlock? Is it an opinion or is it a fact? Learn the difference. There is a difference between opinions and there's a difference between facts. How many black men out there have children outside of marriage or have multiple children by different women? What is the statistics on that? I know how to do my research. I can get those statistics if you want them. That is a fact. It's not a concrete fact because statistics is not an exact science and numbers can be manipulated either way, one way or the other, but it's basically pretty much an average, close to accuracy. I can look out here and look at various cities throughout the United States and see that that's a fact. It's a fact in my own community. So some things are just a fact. You guys don't seem to have a problem with stating facts about black women. Well, there's certain facts about black men as well. They're not opinions, they're facts. Okay? So you have to learn the difference between opinions and facts. Are they bashing black men or are they stating facts? Okay? So that's a difference. So see, a lot of times black men can dish it out. I noticed that the black men that be bashing black women, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. If you dish it out, you got to be able to take it. See, you can dish out the bashing, but you can't take it. See, I noticed that. So, I just, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but, I'm just saying that it's childish. It's childish to say, well, what black women been bashing black men, and so what's your point? If you continuously bash people, talk about people all the time, you have a low self-esteem. You have self-esteem issues. There's issues there. Get some help. Because if you feel these guys on YouTube, they feel the need to keep bashing black women. Just keep bashing and bashing and bashing and bashing, and they know not all black women are like that. But they say all black women anyway. Your self-esteem is low. You're bitter because you've had some bad experiences. Get yourself some help. Seek God. Seek out a relationship with Jehovah God. Read your Bible. I went through a stage where I was a little bitter. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front. I went through a stage where I was a little bitter, because I had some bad experiences in the past with black men. I had some, bad relationships. And I went through a stage where, and my father, wasn't there. My father left when I was 5 years old, so I didn't have a relationship with my dad. So that might have had something to do with the choices that I made in mates or whatever. I take full responsibility for those choices. And once I realized the pattern, I began to make changes in my life. Once I realized the pattern of why I was choosing these men or having feelings for certain types, once I realized that there was a pattern and I identified the pattern, then I began to make changes. And I began to look in the mirror at myself and, find out why I was making those changes. And Jehovah God helped me to do that. So that's what you have to do. You have to re-examine yourself. You have to look in the mirror at yourself and find out, what is it about me that I'm picking the wrong types of women? Because that's what it is. You're picking the wrong types of black women. You're getting hurt, disappointed, rejected, and then you're taking it out on the whole race of black women. It's not the whole race of black women's fault. Okay? So you need to look in the mirror at yourself, find out what it is about you why you keep making the same choices in women. It's a pattern. It's called pattern behavior. You have to figure out, pray to God, ask Him to help you, ask Him to show you why you're making these decisions. And He will. All you have to do is open up your eyes. It's because you're bitter. See? And see, like, I made some bad choices. And I went through a stage where I was bitter. But I changed my way of thinking. When I drew close to Jehovah God, and then, open up my eyes and let Him come into my heart, and He revealed some things to me. And then I began to realize, I began to look at people and judge them by the content of their character. And that's when I realized that, no, not all black men are deadbeat dads. Not all black men abandon their children. That's, when I was able to see that. Now I'm able to see black men, each individual black man, I'm able to look at them for the content of their character, not based on my experiences. But you gotta draw closer to Jehovah God. It takes forming a relationship with God to be able to open up your mind and your heart like that. So, you can examine yourself like that. You have to draw closer to Him first for you to be able to make changes. It's like what my boy Michael Jackson say. It starts with the man in the mirror. Now, don't get me singing. But it starts with the man in the mirror. You got to look at the man. Literally, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Michael Jackson, my boy Michael. Okay? That's what you got to do. You got to start with the man in the mirror. You're bitter. You've been hurt. Now you've been bitter and you've been hurt. Now make some changes. And once you become draw closer to God and begin to make changes in your personality, then you will be able to attract better people to yourself. But going around with this bitter attitude against all black women, you're not going to draw good black women to you. I'm sorry. You're not going to. They're not going to gravitate to you. The good black women are not going to gravitate to you because you have a bad attitude against all black women based on your experiences, because that's what it is. Okay? You have a bad attitude based on your experiences. Okay? That's realistically, because not all black women are not ratchets, whores, the B word and all that. There's a lot of good black women out here. There's a lot of black women that are doing positive things. So what's wrong with you that you can't see that? There's something going on with you that you cannot see that. It's the circles that you're associating in. You're associating with the wrong types of black women. Okay? Free your mind. Sweet June 2010. God bless.